you and I have now the pleasure to learn about the structure of EVBRES. So this can be a slightly dry theme, so let's hope nobody falls asleep. I'm very grateful that this is not the graveyard slot after lunch. Right here. So, easy slide. Okay. So that's what the structure of EVBRES is about. And now we can go to lunch. No. So, I will take you now through all of these. Okay, so bear with us. Important is the bit in the left top corner, which shows those red arrows that we communicate with each other between the different groups. That some people and groups have to provide reports, also important. And the black arrows, very important at the bottom, the activity groups who are, belong to these working groups, 1 to 4. Not to forget the grants committee, which we will be talking about as well. Very many meetings, many ways of communication flowing into the core group. We hold the chair and vice chair, the grant holder manager, program management group, science communication manager, and also the working group leaders. On the right you see 2 groups, advisory group, consultant groups, which I will also introduce to you. And one of the most important bodies in our cost action is, of course, the one at the top, the Action Management Committee. And Hans has already mentioned. So if you are part of that group, do come to the MC meeting in the evening. Very important on the left, our grant holder, who is indeed the Western Norway University. And reports, again, flow from the grant holder as well as Hans and me to cost. So that's sort of a brief overview. So let's look at the working groups themselves. You may know your own working group leader. You may never have seen them, so now you do for the first time. Working group 1 is headed up by Arlene McCurtin from Ireland. Working group 2, Miloslav Kluga from the Czech Republic. He's currently still stuck in Prague, but he is coming. So we are, all of you, keep your fingers crossed for this afternoon for him to turn up. Working group 3, Barbara Nussbaumer Streit. Barbara, are you here? Hello, there she is. Hi, hello. Maybe, and Arlene, yeah, let's there in the lovely red top. Livia Poljak, over there. Hi, Livia. So I've highlighted the activity A6, which is the conferences, because we have moved it out of working group 2 because it was just an activity that will not really kick off until much later, really, and it will be under the oversight of Hans and the program management group for now. So what the working group leaders do is keep their activity group leaders informed and engaged, coordinate the activities, and then report back to us, the program management group, the core group, and they use we will use that information to create our reports back to cost. It's a lot of paperwork, I know, but it's worth it because that's what gives us the money. Just to mention also to the working group leaders here, Hans mentioned that on Wednesday you will be giving the reports to the plenary about the preceding time that you had spent in the working groups and activity groups discussing the next 4 years. We have created for you a template to put your reports in, which is in the folder of your working group. So do have a look when you get a chance and come to us with any questions about any of the slides. Also if you have problems filling them in or understanding what they are about. The Action MC, so clearly the most important body, in addition to the activity groups where the actual work takes place. This Action MC will have voting rights about the Action's leadership, about attendance of participants at meetings and at training schools, how grants are allocated, how new cost members are approved. They also vote on the work and budget plan for each grant period, and they supervise the allocation of funding. They delegate to the core group the actual coordination, implementation and management of the Action's activities. Stop me at any time if you have questions. So, we've talked about the core group, and it's a nice, varied and colorful group, as you can see. We work by delegation from the Action MC, as I said, coordinating and implementing the action, suggesting tasks and initiatives for voting, keeping you all informed, so hence all those emails and forms from us, and preparing scientific reports for the cost as well as for the external distribution channels. So, Chair and Vice Chair, you've already met us. We coordinate the Action's activities, convene and chair the MC meetings. We also manage the joining of new institutions. Those may be located in non-cost countries, but also new cost members, and Hans has already mentioned those 4 still missing countries. We prepare the work and budget plan and seek the MC's approval for changes. We manage the Action MC approvals and decisions about budget spending. We manage the Action's scientific reporting to cost and also inform them about key developments within the Action. This is just a small list of many other tasks that we also have. So, Western Norway University of Applied Sciences is our grant holder. This cannot be an individual, it has to be an institution, and they have to be financially stable so that they don't go bust in the next 4 years. And they have to give us a grant holder manager to work with us. And currently, we have with us here Heidi Scrumstad. Thank you so much for all the work you've done, Heidi. She is the one who manages all the reimbursement issues. Good luck to you. It's administrative and financial implementation of the cost action, all the coordination tasks to support the implementation of the activities. And because we held this meeting also here in Bergen, it was also a lot of just logistical preparation and organization. So thank you so much. Our program management group, so these are the warriors here fighting with me. Jenny, here, a little wave from her, all the way from the USA, and coming here with her own funding, so not with reimbursement from cost. And Marita Limäki from Finland and Hong Kong, as you do. And we execute all the decisions made by the Action MC and the core group, and also prepare suggestions. We do a lot of the chasing of you, making sure that you fill on all your forms, and do all the tasks that are required. So please bear with us. Extremely important, our science communication manager, Caroline Blaine. Caroline used to work with me at BMJ in previous life. And she is responsible for developing the communication plan. So this is really our communication to the external world. It's about our website, it's about the materials that we use, it's about use of social media, so keep twittering or whatever you call it, tweeting. Clearly I don't. Works with the media to promote the action and helps participants to communicate the action to different audiences. So if you, in your own local environment, think that you would like to organize more in terms of dissemination, do get in touch with Caroline. You know, when we went to Prague to meet there with Miloslav, it was fantastic to see how much can be achieved when you put your mind to it. So I'm sure, you know, Caroline will be able to give you lots of support going forward. Our grants committee, Tatiana, where are you? There at the back, excellent. So Tatiana will be advising us and coordinating the so-called short-term scientific missions for PhD students, postdoctoral fellows and other researchers. These can be up to 90 days long. But there are also short-term scientific missions available for early career investigators that go a bit longer, so up to 180 days. In addition, we will also be able to give out conference grants for PhD students and early career investigators from the so-called inclusivity target countries. And we are very happy to share with you the list of those countries to check whether your country is among those, or you know people who are in those countries and who might benefit from this. This will enable these participants to attend conferences relevant to EVBRES. The two groups we mentioned, one was the advisory group who advise us, the program management group and the core group, based on their experience and engagement with the EBR network, and the consultant groups who will work with all activity groups in the 4 areas of Delphi studies, systematic reviews, teaching methods, and how to involve end users. So we want to introduce that transparency and consistency of methodology across all working groups.